and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Otani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again.
I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was "fuck."
Hey, welcome into another Todd Fox postgame show. Hope all is well on this Tuesday afternoon getaway day from Anaheim Stadium. The Angels get the win in walk-off fashion, 4-3 over the Fish, and take a big two-game sweep of the Fish to get their record back to 3-3, or to 500 for the first time, actually, well, since Game 2. But either way, they're 3-3. We did not want to leave this homestand under 500. It was very imperative that you got to take care of business at home. And look, through the first few games, a lot of us have been saying the umpire's been hosing us. The umpire's been hosing us on the freaking replays. What the hell are they looking at in New York? Now we could look at it through the other eyes of the team and say, you know what the hell were they looking at in a good way? Because Wade in the ninth inning was out. He was out. His foot was blocked by the second baseman. And it literally, there was no contact with a base. I don't know what the hell they look at New York. I don't think they have the same camera angles that we get from Bally's, because he's clearly out. Wade's hand's off the bag. His foot is off the bag for a good 2 to 3 seconds. And the tag is just firmly on that foot. And for even the second baseman, when they first showed his reaction, looking to the right field pavilion, looking at the camera, he was like, oh, he's out. I got him. He fist bumps and everything. And Wade's just like, here we go again. I'm screwed over on another replay. And that's what I thought was the case. And sure enough, like, that winds up killing the Marlins, because the next play, the wild pitch by the closer, he goes to third, and then Stassi hits a line drive to Rojas, who can't handle it, and Wade's pretty much already sliding in. I don't even know why Rojas threw it home. Let's get to the stats on this one, shall we? 4-3, Patrick Sandoval got the start for your Halos tonight, or today. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Pitch count, obviously, working him back, coming off the arm fatigue. Ortega looked much better, although he had 3 walks, but 2 innings pitched, no runs, no hits, but 3 walks. That was a little alarming. I really want his control to get down. You could see why they brought him up, because he does have really good stuff. It's just he's got to keep it over the strike zone. Mike Myers did Mike Myers things today. After the 3-1 lead, it should have been Ortega's game. Myers surrenders a 2-run blast to Chisholm right there in front of Wild Thing, who was really happy to see that 2-run homer go to right field. That ball hung, dude. When he first hit it, I thought, okay, Adele's just going to maybe make a catch on it the 3 feet from the warning track. Nope, it just kept carrying like a Spezio 2002 homer. Jimmy Hergot still scares me. He pitches the contact. He pitched an inning in third, gave up a hit, and he got a strikeout. But he got out of the inning, and then Iglesias did Iglesias things and picks up the win. He had an inning and a strikeout. The lineup for the Angels, we're going to go through this real quick. Shohei Ohtani got 1 hit out of 4, but he did collect a second straight hat trick. So he got a hat trick with 3 strikeouts. The Angels are striking out like nobody's business today. 12 strikeouts for the starter. I'll talk about that in a minute. 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 at-bats, and 2 walks for Mike Trout, so productive. Anthony Rendon finally kept it fair. It was a 2-run blast that should have been the difference in this game. Jack Mayfield went 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. Tyler Wade went 0 for 1 technically, or 0 for 0 with a run scored coming in on that play. Max Stassi said, you know what? I see your hat trick, Ohtani, and I'll give you one right back, but I can't slam him because he had the RBI. Matt Duffy had 2 at-bats with 1 hit. Jared Walsh had a pinch hit, nothing right there. Adele went 0 for 2. Rojas went 0 for 1. Brandon Marsh went 0 for 3. Velasquez 0 for 4. These guys were striking out like crazy in this game right here. Let's see, Soler went 0 for 4. There was a lot of guys that went 0 for the Marlins. Let's see. We're going to go. I just want to see Jesus Luzardo did excellent. 5 innings pitched, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 12 freaking strikeouts. As a whole, the Angels struck out times. Thank you very much. And one other thing to say about their marvelous hitting instructors being one, Paul Sorrento's fat ass with the helmet nachos, and then also Jeremy Reed, always chasing them all, trying to get all the Pokemons. He was thrown out not for arguing balls and strikes. He was thrown out because he thought one of the lizards from Pokemon had got onto the field, and he was trying to catch it, and the umpire warned him like 3 or 4 times, stay off the field if you're not a ball player, and he went on there trying to swipe to the right and catch that Pokemon, and you know what? He got thrown out. That's the second time he's been thrown out for Pokemon-related issues in the what is it called in his career with the Angels. You know, I don't know why. He's got to catch them all for whatever reason. So with that being said, the Angels get a big win. They will now travel to do the Texas two-step. We will talk about their series upcoming with the Texas Rangers, a big 4-game series. I say it's big because these games in April, you got to get off to a good start. You got to beat up the teams that are in front of you. And, you know, for the first time that I can remember, we're not just playing Oakland and Seattle and Houston over and over and over. We've got the Ohio team that I will only refer to as Ohio. You got, Texas, who kind of sucks. You got a bunch. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the phone calls. Not quite yet. We're not gonna do phone calls just yet, but keep that in mind. We will have phone calls later. So call back when I say it's time to call back. I'm sorry about that. I just gotta get through my opening rant into some of your comments too. So what we're gonna do here on the phones again, I'll give the number out, but not yet. Don't call in yet. It's 714-912-2877 for phone calls a little later on in the game. But just to get back to it real quick, finish up my opening banter, is we got a lot of teams in this opening month that we could take advantage of. So let's do that. Let's get these victories. We struggled out the gate against Houston, and a lot of that's self-harm because of the lineup. I think the rotation's done excellent. You have had 6 starts by Angels starting pitchers, and none of them have given up more than, I think, 4 runs or something like that. So that's all you can ask for in a rotation. You just want them stretched out a little bit more so they can go longer into games. So we'll get into all the comments right here. Right now I'm going to start with that, and then we'll also get into all the other things as far as the Angels get moving on, and we'll talk about, we'll get your comments. We'll talk about a few things. Once I catch up in the comments, we'll definitely go to the phones. Hold on. We will get to the phones. I'm sorry. I just said that. We're going to get to the phones as soon as I get through some of these comments, because you guys are pouring them in. We will get into the phone calls. So just hold up just a little bit, and we will get into that. The phone calls right off the bat. Okay, so real quick, before I do that, I just wanted to present one of the things of the night. That's it's called the Nacho Night, and it's presented by Paul Sorrento, the fat ass pitching or hitting coach for our Angels. He likes to give this out to the worst player of the game.
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
And the Nacho Night player of the game tonight today, I'm going to give it to Shohei Ohtani again. Even though he got that single in the right field, he got the hat trick again. He's now batting, I think it's 4 for 28 to start the season as your leadoff hitter. That is pathetic. And I'm not putting all the blame on him, because I'm putting the blame on goddamn Joe Madden, who thinks that just getting him more at bats is going to help. He should be in the 3-4 hole. He should not be leading off. Never has led off in his career, not probably even in Little League. But no, he's hitting leadoff for the Angels, and he's struggling mightily. So hopefully, in the Texas series, he goes back to a role he's more accustomed to, because I think we're all sick of this stupid experiment right now. So with that being said, let's get into the comments. So hello and everybody to this is Let's Go Light That Baby Up. Jay Cruz says let's go. Jacob Garrett says the sweep by Anthony Carrero. Let's see. Rob says, can someone teach Wade how to touch and to stay on the plate, please? Also, Grillmaster says also Stassi the way. I like it. Let's see. That's enough. Jeremy, that's enough. Get out of there. Mateo says. Mike Benzer says, finally have a good call go our way, or have a call go our way. No kidding, right? Because we're used to all these things going against us. Kevin Campos says, was that the game today? Good fight today. By the way, the Jazz home run was carried by the wind, and Joe was under it all the way. Yeah, he was tracking it pretty good. But that ball just kept going and going. Even Gooby said he was way out. He was way out. Rumor mill has it that Rendon had a live chicken in the locker room pregame, and the Angels clubhouse staff cooked the chicken. There you go. And Jason said, I'll take it. I'll tell you one thing, too. How did you guys dig that cowboy hat, the Gene Autry hat? I'm hoping that's a staple for the entire year. I'm hoping that every time the Angels get a big double, triple, home run, bases clearing double, that they give that player that kind of run down the middle of the aisle of the dugout with the cowboy hat on. I think whoever came up with that is 20 years too late, because that is an ingenious way to pay homage to one of the best baseball owners of all time. If just look up what Gene Autry did, and just as not even an owner, I did a history lesson on him and posted on our YouTube. Just as a dude in Southern California that gave back to the community, he did so much good work. Was all over Hollywood. I think he has like 4. What is it called? Walk of Fames. He's the only person to have that many. It's 4 or 5 for different things that he did in showbiz, entertainment, radio, everything. You know what I mean? So he's on the Walk of Fame like 4 or 5 times. So I mean, the guy. He was an awesome man, you know. It wasn't perfect, obviously, but I'm telling you, as far as an Angels baseball owner, he deserved the title. I'm glad he got one in spirit in 2002, but that's a great way to pay homage to a good guy. Moving on, wins a win. Anthony Carrera will take it. Myers, Ryu does not like Myers. Why is Rendon so good? It's because some people are just gifted, Ronan. Some are just gifted. Mike Myers has been a bitch. I say this every day. Christopher Rojas. Jason says Chisholm is a gamer. He is. He's going to be some freaking guy that's going to go to another team. He's not going to be a Marlin for life, dude. The Marlins don't keep guys. So he's already on the clock. Watch. He's going to be gone. You know what? Fuck it. Guys, keep calling. Hey, you're on the air.
Oh, hello. This is Big 20 Hammer.
What is up, man? I was saying
Nothing much.
I was saying wait for the phone call segment, but I'm like, God damn it, he keeps trying. So what's up, man? How's it going?
Nothing much. I just saw the Angels walked it off with Tyler Wade, and it was a double or a sac fly, and that's pretty cool. He swept the Marlins. Now we just gotta keep the ball rolling.
Absolutely. We got to have a good April, man.
Yeah, we got to have a good April going into May, and then have a good May going into summer. And, yeah.
I'm telling you, if you win series, if that's all you got to do, you're going to have a winning record at the end of every month. You keep having winning months, you're just going to, set yourself up for the playoffs.
Yep. And our starting pitching needs to be good all year long, and we'll be in the playoffs, and all our players need to stay healthy, and yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, and don't forget to give us updates on your football, dude.
Oh yeah. So right now it's off season, but I'm just surfing, and I have one more surf contest coming up in May, and yeah.
You're the busiest.
And
oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. And I was wondering, what are you guys going to the Orioles game for that series?
I think we're going Friday and Saturday. So the 22nd and 23rd will be at the stadium versus the Orioles.
All right. In May or April?
This month, April.
All right. Yeah, I could probably go. Yeah, I could probably go to that on a Friday and Saturday.
I'm probably.
Do you have an extra ticket?
I'm gonna get the tickets this weekend. I'll let you know where we're sitting.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, the Angels just need to have a good road trip coming up, and then we need to keep the ball rolling. And yeah, we need starting pitching to stay healthy and be consistent and go 5 innings or more. And bullpen needs to be lights out. And yeah, we need to have a good season.
Absolutely, man. All right, Big Hammer. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I just was on the live, so I wanted to call in. And yeah.
All good,
so
brother.
I'll join the live again.
You got it, man.
We'll talk to you later, Todd.
All right, later, brother.
Later.
All right, that is Big 20 Hammer right there. That dude is like one of the busiest guys I know, man. I'm telling you, that dude is always on the grind. He's always doing something. All right, let's get back to the comments right now. Let's fucking go, Ajax said. 500, baby. Jason Dean. Rendog went deep. A lot of Rendon love today. Angels need extra starting pitching or bullpen or batting practice. I'm sorry. Chewy Records 101. My bad, dude. They do need batting practice. Madden is so far away from that, though. He likes to get away from batting practice for whatever reason. He did that a lot last year. Manny, he likes batting cages, not batting practice. Thank God Laredo was not in the A's anymore, Manny says. That guy always kills us. Ajax says, geez, 15 times. Yeah, 15 strikeouts today. Christopher Rojas says, when can we call in the show? Oh, you guys, well, I guess Big Hammer just started off the phone calls. So if you guys want to call in now, the number is 714-912-2877. The Artie go marching 2 by 2, Hannah. Uriah says, Halos versus Rangers coming up. Today was Reed's first career ejection. Yeah. Well, I think it was his second. Oh, here we go. Here's another call in. Hey, you're on the Halo hotline.
Woo, I made it on the air.
What's up, my man? Who's this?
What's up? This is Chris Swanky. I just want to start off by saying Todd Fox for president.
Oh, thanks, man. Shoot. You think I have a chance against Biden?
I think you'll do a lot better, but
All right.
you got the patience for it.
Thank you. All right.
What do you think about today's game?
Today was one of those games where they would lose last year. They would not get that 2-run homer, and if they did get that 2-run homer, Myers would have did what Myers did today, but then they would have had another bullpen arm give up the rest of it. So I'm happy they got the win today. I mean, you got to beat the teams that are below you, and I believe the Marlins are below us. Now it's our chance to clean up against Texas and get our second chance against Houston, because that's where I want to see the Angels prove themselves.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, because I mean they did this last year when it was you play the worst team, you're gonna win, and you play the better team and they don't show up. And when they were expected to win, they won, and when they were expected to lose, they lost. So hopefully that's a turning point this year, and it's showing a lot of promise with the pitching. The starters are still kind of locked in at 80 pitches. Therefore, they're kind of just going up to like the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of putting a lot of work on the relievers, so they're not really shining right now. So maybe with time, not using them as much maybe shows more. The whole batting order is still kind of terrible. I think we're better off with more speed at the front. I mean, Mars, Shadell, probably Trout for cleanup, and then Ohtani, and then Rendon. Just having some people on base, creating problems similar to today when Wade was on base and forcing errors and actually playing like it's 1985 and not just relying on homers. I mean, if you take that 2-run home run, we're only up 1-0, and that's the same situation as every other game.
Exactly, and I think with Wade and Marsh up at top would be hella difficult for the other teams, and then you have that the core 4 behind them with Rendon, Ohtani, Trout, and Walsh. That's kind of hard to pitch to. So
yep.
That's the way we're hoping it's going. I agree with your points with the starting pitching. The pitching has been phenomenal so far. If they stretch them out going into May and they get extra innings, they may be able to take one of those relievers off and bring up another hitter. Because right now they have extra relievers just for this reason, because they know that they got these guys on pitch counts.
Yeah, no doubt. It's just a bummer given the fact that they have so many speedy guys. I mean, you got Rojas, you got Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Ward's going to come up. He's somewhat fast. I mean, everyone's pretty fast, therefore. You would think they'd want him on base early and have him moving around and actually steal when it actually matters. It seems like they're just stealing at this point to just try to steal. They're just picked off every time.
Yeah, they're not.
Hopefully with time.
Oh, go ahead.
Hopefully with time they're actually picking and choosing as opposed to like, hey, I'm on first base, let's just steal.
Yeah, because they really haven't had too much, speed over the last few years. I don't know if it's Benji Gill not giving them the right, options or letting them know when to steal But, yeah, they haven't had too many good leadoffs. They have the speed to do it, like you said. Even Stassi can steal. They only have one Pujols in that lineup, and that's, what is it called? Our boy Kurt. He's the only real liability up there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
and I mean, with time, the only thing is the flaws have shown. I mean, Joe Adele sometimes on errors, and everyone's stealing on Suzuki. But, I mean, hopefully with more offense and longer starting pitching, that kind of clears out closer games as opposed to 1-0. It's a bigger deficit, and they're constantly adding to leads in the innings and stuff. But hopefully with time, they're showing promise, so it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was the first game where the Angels could actually breathe. You know, like it wasn't a close
Yeah.
game. So, you know, it's nice to get a victory or two like that where you could lead start to finish and have a good enough lead to where maybe you replace a couple guys late in the game, or don't have to worry about bringing in setup guys and closers and just have someone like Jaime close it out. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But
Yeah, and my only last question, because I know I'm taking up a lot of your time.
Mhm.
I don't know how I felt about bringing Iglesias in yesterday. I mean, that kind of was like, what, a 3-run lead at the time? When they brought
5-run.
him in, almost 4. Yeah. So I understand you want to give him reps to kind of warm him up and stuff, but when it's not needed, I mean, we've already ran into the issue where we're using too many relievers and you're kind of left with having to play Mike Myers and other relievers because you're constantly going to Aaron Luke and constantly going to whatever's working. Therefore, in those tight games, you go with someone who hasn't really been throwing, and you kind of give up the game there.
That was my feeling too yesterday. I really did not like the fact, because we were at the game once they got that triple and scored the run, I was like, all right, there's no need to have Iglesias out there at 5-1 even before they got the 6th run. I thought they were going to leave Tepera in, or they were going to bring in another reliever. So yeah, that's where it falls into mismanagement of the bullpen. You're right, because what if he had to throw too many pitches and got into a jam? He wouldn't be available for today. So
Yeah. And being a much closer game. But
Exactly.
Cool. Appreciate you answering.
I appreciate it, Chris. Have a good one, man. Good to finally talk to you.
Yeah, I know, right? And DFA Grill Master.
I'll let him know. All right, bye.
All right, later.
All right, that was Chris Swanky on the lines right there. Let's get back to these comments real quick. Mike Myers was worst player of the game for him, in my opinion. I still go with Ohtani because he just shouldn't be striking out as much. Lucky break for our Angels tonight, the Angels grandma says, but definitely his foot did slide off the bag. Connor says, I really hope he switches his position from leadoff. Absolutely. Oh, we got another call. Damn, the calls are coming in fast and furious. Hey, what is up? You're on the Halo Honk-On.
Hey, Todd, it's Fernando.
Fernando Mendez. What's going on, my man?
Well, I just wanted to come on here, and I know you and I are probably going to talk about it when we're doing our show right now, but the Mike Myers experiment in Anaheim is over. It needs to be over.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He's got a 67.50 ERA today. I mean, he was lucky to get that. His ERA was infinity.
Yep.
So, he has literally survived the last 2 years off of the good graces of 2020. He had a dominant year in 2020, struggled mightily for the beginning part of 2021, was able to kind of piece it together at the end of last season. So that kind of gave him this final audition. But as of right now, he's not looking good. He's not looking sharp. Every time they trust him in even a mildly high leverage situation, he shits the bed every single time. Now, the guy works hard. I have it on very good authority, and we have some of the best sources out there. So I have it on great authority that he puts in a lot of work. He's one of the first to get to the stadium, and he's one of the hardest working when he's inside the clubhouse. So I get that. But the problem is it's not translating to results. As of right now, we have, in theory, a very solid bullpen. One that he's just pissing all over.
I agree. He's one of these guys that has to have that 8th inning, 9th inning role. When he's played himself out of it, he's not been able to play himself back into it. And so, yes, you're right. He's gotten beat up already. And all this to me is pointing to your boy and our boy, Ty Buttrey, is just like right knocking on the door. If I had to say one guy's going to go down and the other guy's going to come up, I'd have to say Buttrey comes up and Myers goes down.
I mean, we're a couple days away from Ty Buttrey going to Salt Lake. So, our boy's looking sharp. I've liked the stuff I've seen, but as of right now, it is just a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a bulldog mentality. The thing is, you can see guys like Ty, Raisel Iglesias. They have the bulldog mentality. Archie Bradley has it. But you know who doesn't have it? Mike Myers. He goes out there every single day and looks like he's goddamn Anthony Rendon who doesn't have a pulse.
Yeah, well, you could look. I mean, look, I haven't seen Myers with a goatee or like a facial hair. He looks like a guy who needs it to kind of give himself a rough look because he's got that baby face. You know what I mean? And when he gave up that home run, you could see the body language and the frustration on his face and the deer in the headlights look. And that's not intimidating to anybody. So I don't care what kind of stuff you have. You do need that. Like, it's sort of like a wrestler. A wrestler can be really athletic and look really good, but he needs charisma to get the fans and to make the opponent look scared or whatever, even though it's scripted. But you got to have that look too. It's not just ability, and you got to be good on the mic. Well, Mike Myers has got to be good with his pitches. He's got to have the look, and he's got to have the body language and charisma. And he doesn't have the charisma and the body language, and now it's the pitching that he doesn't have. So that's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you and I, and really everyone on this page, at least who's part of the staff here, we're all big wrestling fans. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think you brought up a really good point there. I mean, you can put lipstick on a pig. You can make Elias have a career for a couple months, but eventually it's going to catch up to you when the gimmick dies. The same thing with Mike Myers. We were able to give him a career in 2020 after he came over from, was it Philadelphia?
St. Louis.
And just hasn't been able – St. Louis, my apologies. Yeah, and he just has not been the same since 2020. And I just can't, think for any other reason as to why he's still on the staff besides of what 2020 was for him. Everyone keeps expecting him to return to that mold. Maybe he caught lightning in a bottle, but he certainly isn't catching it right now. This guy needs to call Percy Jackson to find that lightning rod, because this guy ain't doing shit.
Exactly, and we'll see it. Like we've said many times, the cream will rise to the top, and we don't think there's too much cream with Mike Myers. So we will definitely see other pitchers, because again, for the first time in a long time, we have arms down in the minors waiting. So it's not just Buttrey. There's other arms down there. Guys are knocking on the door, waiting for their turn. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, I'll save this for about 45 more minutes when we decide to record after I eat my dinner here in the beautiful city of Pleasanton, California.
Ooh, Pleasanton.
So enjoy the night, Halo fans. Viva Los Angelitos.
Viva Los Angelitos, indeed. All right, let's get back to the comments. Let's see. Mateo checks in with James, and GG Red says, hello, everybody. Hello, how's it going? Alex says he's trying to do the same thing he did in Chicago with Kyle, and that would be Joe Madden overusing the bullpen. What do you think about Reed did after to get tossed? Mateo says, I think he really screwed up by getting out there. A hitting instructor should not be thrown out. But again, I think he was just chasing another, Pokemon. Anthony Gonzalez says Nacho Knight should go to Madden. Okay, there's a vote for Madden. A Mountain Dew King Big Hammer says, dude, so is the Baltimore series you're going to go in April or May? Oh, I answered that one already. April. Let's see. Rally Chris checks in from YouTube. He says, so happy we're at 500 for the first time this season. Let's stay over 500, not go under. Cowboy hat. Tony Coing loves that right there. Or T Coing. The Cowboys hat was awesome. Give us a little identity. Hell yeah, Kyle Strange, for sure. Sonia loves it. Astros getting wrecked by the D-backs pitching. That's good. Yippee-ki-yay, Mateo says. Big Fly Otani's son over on YouTube says, our pitching has so far been doing fine. I just hope that our offense starts to click soon. Phone calls again to the honk line. Oh, someone hung up. Let's see. Let's get back over here. Alex Leon says, where the fuck is Rendon haters at? Yep, he's calling that. T-Dub right there. Jacob says, drive home safely. Let's see, Ajax with a sweep. Rendon still sucks. Big deal. He hit the wall. He hit a wall scraper. He'll suck in the next series. Anthony Gonzalez, I sure as hell know not to get you a what is it called? A Angels Rendon jersey. Glad we got the call to go our way. Luis Torres says, let's keep it going. We need to some redemption against the Astros. Ajax says, get out of here, Trout of here. Let's see. Alex Leon says, bro, shut the F up on the Rendon haters. So we got back and forth with the commenters here. Anthony's going back and forth. A Big Fly says, we must win the series against the Rangers. I think 2 out of 4 is disappointing. 3 out of 4 feels really good. A sweep is amazing, but I really want 3 out of 4 against Texas. We must, let's see, I already read that one. DFA Mayers, Grill Master's first one of the day. Except you were DFA'd by Chris Swanky earlier. So sick, little nervous, but I will call another time. And yeah, you did good, Big Hammer. No worries. Put show for the 4 or 5 hole. Ajax says Rendon's last home run was last July 4th before he hurt his vagina. Trout 3, Wade 1, and Wade would be a great leadoff hitter. He's a fiery hitter, dude, and it's got a lot of speed. So there you go, right there. FJB True says Mateo. It says the ants go marching home, and there's Jason reiterating the FJB. Wade runs and Mays. I can't deal with Mays. All right, another phone call. Hey, welcome into the Halo Hotline.
It's Roger.
Hello?
Ooh, what a game.
Hello?
Oh. Audio?
You're on the air. Who's this? Hello? All right. So you gotta call, or you gotta hold up. Hello? You're on the air?
Hey, it's Grill Master.
Grill Master, what's going on, my man?
Not much. Also, I'm just going to say the umpiring in this series against the Marlins was abhorrent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, dude. But it was good to get a call our way, even though it was terrible.
Yeah, and for the first time, the challenges are not rigged on us because I heard you saying, I didn't watch this on the TV. I've been working all day. Apparently, you said Wade came off the base, and we somehow got the call.
Yeah, his foot was okay. Picture this, dude. The second baseman jumped up in the air. Wade slid underneath him. He slid over the bag, lost his hand off the base. As he lost his hand off the base, the second baseman's foot came down and blocked the base, and then Wade's back foot stopped right in front of the second baseman's foot, and the second baseman had the tag clearly on Wade's leg the entire time for a good 3 to 5 seconds, and the umpire called him safe, and then they were like, oh, let's go to the replay. They showed the replay, and the replay clearly showed he's out, and the umpire said the call on the field stands. And then the next pitch, or I think it was 2 pitches later, it's a wild pitch. Wade goes to third, and then Stassi hits that hot shot to Rojas, who couldn't field it, and Wade scores. So.
Well, then that's the MLB and their umpires and their judgment calls of doom.
Yeah, and it literally, I was dreading extra innings because I forgot the rule is still in effect.
Which is stupid, and they got to get rid of it. But by the way, with Stassi winning, Stas the way, I like it.
Yeah, I kind of messed up that joke, but it was good. It was good.
I'm sorry. I'm using that every time Stassi does something impactful. Oh, also DFA Swanky.
I knew you were going to go back to Swanky right there. I'm like, oh, he's just waiting for a chance.
I had to.
He's just waiting for a chance.
All right, well, I'm going to take off now. I got to get back to work. I had to take a little break from my work, and I wanted to chime in my opinion on the show. Great game. We need at least a split in Texas.
Exactly. I mean, the split would make you feel dirty like Jim Carrey, but man, you would like in the shower scene. But yeah, we got. I think 3 out of 4 would be nice. I'd take that any day.
I expect it to be Ohtani, Detmers, Thor, and Suarez for our 4.
Well, it may. Yeah, that's right. Because what's his name pitched? Yeah, they're gonna have to wait a while before they put Sandy back in the second spot. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. Hopefully, if Thor's pitching, we aren't a bunch of Thor losers.
Oh God. And on that note, all right, Grillmaster. We'll talk to you later.
Sorry, Todd. All right.
It's
see
okay.
ya.
All right, bye. All right, so back to the messages right here. Let's see. Mateo says, I'm sad because I can't make it to any games this season. First season where I won't be able to attend a game. Oh, we gotta find a way to get you down here, Mateo. You gotta come down to a game for sure. Let's see. After the review, the call on the field stands. The runner was safe. Miami Marlins have lost the challenge. And you know, if there's not a more snake-bitten manager right now than freaking Don Mattingly, I feel really bad because Don Mattingly's been trying to do the best he can with a shit roster. And unfortunately, you know, he's gotten a lot of bad reviews and bad opportunities out there. Let's see. They're talking about the parking right there. Let's see. Mountain Dew King says, yeah, it's been done before. The night with two nights they call the cops. Oh, you're talking about the parking lot issues and stuff like that. All right, let's move on to that. Ray says every season games are tough. Regular season games are tough. Everyone wants to stay afloat. Yeah, early season games. I mean, yeah, early season games. You're right, Ray. Are like this is. Even when the Pirates look semi-decent in April. Sid the Kid says, sweet jersey, Todd. Halos need to bring the shoulder cutbacks. You know, these are a big thing in the early 2000s. You saw the Royals with them, the White Sox, several teams, Toronto Blue Jays, Angels, Florida Marlins at the time, Texas Rangers. They all had to cut off sleeves. You know when this one ended, if you know your Angels history, was Kendrys Morales with that grand slam walk-off, and he goes to jump on home plate and breaks his leg. Quick trivia on that. That is the last time the Angels wore these jerseys. They think they're cursed from that moment on, so the Angels do not. They have this in their repertoire to wear, and they used to wear it a lot in the Guerrero days. But since that Morales grand slam broken leg at home plate, they have not worn it since. Let's see. Shut up, Hammer. He's DFA the umps. Grillmaster says, Mateo says, even though we won, that was a long game. It was. Buenas noches, Fernando. Juan checks in. Viva Los Angelitos. Christopher Rojas says, great game. Go Halos. All about the Los Angeles Angels page. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Other people are checking in with saying hi to Fernando. He might be this year's Justin Anderson. Ray says, let's go. Brandon Jacob says, Myers is shitting himself. Yes, Mateo. Viva Los Angelitos. So that's getting around. Anyone check on Heaney as of yet? Oh, by the way, speaking of Christopher Rojas, let's check on that game real quick. I want to give you the stat line on that one. Where is it? I'm pulling it up right now. I'll get to that in a minute. Our boy Heaney had like a preseason ERA of something ridiculous of 20-something. Oh, damn. It's the top of the 8th right now. The Dodgers have exploded for 6 runs in the 8th inning. They lead this one 7-1. The pitcher, look, he didn't pitch all that much today. He pitched with David Price, Daniel Hudson, former Angel, and Brasur Gradiol, whatever you say, Trash Gratterall. Andrew Heaney's line today was 4 1/3, 3 hits, no runs. What the fuck? No runs for Andrew Heaney and 5 strikeouts. Minnesota, I hate to say this, but our boy Grillmaster likes to DFA players and delete franchises. You're deleted because if you let Andrew Heaney pitch a freaking shutout, even for 4 innings on you, you're pathetic. You're absolutely pathetic because I really wanted him to come out and shit himself his first start. But it looks like he's going to get a no decision in this one. The bullpen's going to pick up the win because the Dodgers are up now 7-1 in the top of the 8th against the Minnesota Garbage Twins. So that's your Andrew Heaney update. Big Fly Otani-san says Fletcher is not – he does not have plate discipline and just as swings at every pitch he sees. Yeah, he's no David Eckstein, that's for sure. He's been compared to him so many times. I wish he had the patience. I wish he had the ability to hit the ball on the ground to the right side. He flares it too much to right field, and it's easy out all the time. Reed was probably catching all the Pokemon. That's exactly why he got tossed. How many times this week can I call you on the show? You guys can call whenever you guys want. Hoping for a big game, Detmers versus Texas. Troll says, I can't wait for our offense to wake up and our pitching to die down because that's our fucking luck. Well, you know what? All we could do, Troll, and this is a thing. We've been conditioned to think about the Angels losing, and we have been conditioned about things because the last 7 years of the team missing the postseason, coming up short. If the pitching's, like you said, good, the hitting sucks. If the hitting's good, the pitching sucks. We want all this to come together. Will it? Who knows? But for right now, all we know is that the pitching's there. The hitting's just doing enough to get us 3 wins. If they explode and the pitching can relax, who knows? We could have a really nice season. But again, Troll, I can't tell you otherwise because we haven't seen it in such a long time. We haven't seen it since 2014 where they put both sides, the hitting and pitching, together and had a wonderful season. So I'm with you, man. I'm one of these skeptical Angel fans that's optimistic, that's just watching day by day. I'm not thinking, oh, we're going to sweep Boston and we're going to sweep Baltimore and all this other stuff. I'm not thinking ahead. Right now I'm just thinking, can we win this series that we're in and go from there? You know, and sometimes I don't even want to think about the series. I just want to think about that opening game we got in Texas. What are we going to do there? And then go day by day. It's because you can't with this team in this franchise. Wade or Duffy at leadoff. Ryu says, I'm totally with you right there. Texas is losing 4-1 to the Rockies, about to go 1-4 right before we play them on Thursday. Rally Chris says from YouTube. Fernando says you have to give your high school and the year you graduate.
I'm not Roger Lodge when it comes to that. I don't care where the hell you went to high school.
Christopher Rojas says, Grillmaster, you've been DFA'd. You can't call in. DFA Grillmaster, another vote. Another vote for DFA Grillmaster. Boy, those are coming in fast and furious. Jason Dean says, the extra innings rule has got to go. Man, I feel you. How is Grill on the phone? I thought we agreed to a DFA. See, Rob, there's 4 in a row. Man, Grill, you're getting it. See, I like what the MLB announcing calls after review. That is like a football thing, yeah. I don't think parking is a major issue at the Big A. Is that what you guys are talking about? Some of these umps need to be fired. And Mateo says, Roger Lodge, that's coming up in a second. That Grand Slam walk-off in Seattle, Brandon Lee, by the way, at the time was actually Kendry. Yeah, it was Kendrys Morales. That's what I was saying. And it was 2010, and it was 11th home run of the year. Dang, you got all the stats right there. Guess what? What happens when you go to the Dodgers? You do better than what you do with the Angels. Can't argue that one. Christopher Rojas says, I think ESPN glitched and gave Heaney the the wrong stats. I would believe that any other day, Christopher Rojas. But yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's live on my screen. So Mateo says, how is Heaney better on the Dodgers? Yeah, that makes no sense. I agree with you right there. Big Fly Otani says, Rays just won the Athletics. We on the second seed right now, 3-3. Feels good. This might not last long. Hopefully it does. And that's the thing, Big Fly. Again, another fan that's skeptical about how things are going. You can't really look too far ahead with this team. That's the unfortunate thing. Bullpen pitcher, he isn't no starting material. Exactly, Christopher Rojas. I think he is what he's talking about. In Urinary Trees video world, they are called the T's. Honoring the Cowboys was a nice touch. Yes, it was, Yvette. We talked about that earlier. I would really like to do that on a game-by-game basis. Rally Chris says, Rays just walked off against Oakland. So far, Seattle and Oakland, Texas are on losing streaks. Yeah, it's nice going game by game, you know, so hopefully the Angels can keep the momentum going. Let's see, just firing up James Gonzalez. What's going on, Big Game James? Everyone's saying hi to you right now. And then James Gonzalez says, I meant getting off the double did little the second baseman and I couldn't read that. Hold on, it just got jumbled up. My bad. I'm gonna skip that one. Randy Jean says, don't know if I got here late, what's wrong with Adele? Nothing's wrong with Adele. I think that the only thing that was he was going for right field and that on the home run, and it just carried out. Other than that, he's all right, unless he got the stomach bug and had to leave. Christopher Rojas says, I love our starters so far, especially Thor and Lorenzen. Nice mix of strikeouts and groundouts, putting the ball in play. And, yes, keeping the pitch count down. Nick says, Todd's Roger Lodge impression is amazing. Thanks, Nick, checking in from YouTube. If we DFA anything, it's the extra inning rule. Oh, I agree. Adele sounded shaky with the defense once again. Also, let's see. Also, to all those that DFA'd, F you. Let's see. I like extra innings rule. You're the one, James. You're the one. Christopher Rojas says he had a 5-6 outs, James, but he did have an error that almost cost us a run. Todd, what are your thoughts on Fletcher been out with a hip? If this is a long-term thing, long-term options do we have going forward, Rob says. I do like I said, Wade and some of these other guys that could fill in. Rojas can be an infielder, outfielder. You got guys that could fill in, Velasquez and stuff, who obviously is in the lineup because Fletcher's injury now on the 10-day. I really, we didn't see his bat at all in spring training. We didn't see it in September of last year. Saw it through the middle portion of the season. He just, again, is too aggressive. He's not taking many pitches. When he's good, he's pulling the ball a lot. When Fletcher's good, he's pulling the ball a lot and then occasionally going to right field. Right now, he's swinging at everything above his head and pushing the ball in the right field too much. But right now, he's not even hitting on the ground. When the second baseman's playing way over on the shift, he's flaring a lot into right field, and it's just easy outs or he's striking out. So, yeah, he's got to get his swing down. I would like for him to go on a rehab assignment and try to get a few at-bats in the minors before he comes back up, because we do have enough options to use up here on the major league level, even throwing over there Mayfield at second or short at any time. Jim Wilholt says, can we just swap Adele to Texas and get Calhoun back? Sorry. What's up, you're on the line.
What's up, Todd?
Is Rally Chris?
Yeah, it's Rally Chris.
What's up, man? How you doing?
So excited. We won in the walk-off.
Yes, I am too. We're now 3-3 out the gates, man. Not bad.
Yeah, and I posted on Twitter right before it happened. I was like, make some noise and everything. Let's do this. Let's walk off. And then all of a sudden, they just walked off.
There you go. It's the power of Rally Chris. You gotta talk to Fernando's boy. He has connections that can get you on the jumbotron. So, I would hit up Fernando for that. He's got the connections.
And I'm calling it right now. The Angels are going to take 3 out of 4 from Texas.
3 out of 4. Sounds about right. Yeah, who's pitching game 1? Isn't it Otani, right? And then
I'm looking at the rotation for the series. It's Watani Thursday, Fridays Detmers, Saturdays Syndergaard, and then on Sunday the final series is Suarez.
Yeah, I like that. I like that rotation moving forward. I like Reed to get that start against the Texas team that, he's going to have a couple righties in there that are going to give him problems, but I think he's going to be able to handle those lefties. Dude, that curveball is sick when it's on. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from him.
And then I hope since Houston spoiled our home opener, I hope we spoil their home opener because their home opener's on that 18th when we play them.
That's right. So we'll see, man. We'll see. As I would like to spoil someone else's party for once. So that's when we'll know things are different if they're able to do that for sure.
And I think we're having two openers because I think this Thursday is also Texas home opener. I think.
No, the Texas has already been home. They're playing. Playing the Rockets.
You're right.
Yeah. But all right, Rally Chris, thanks for chiming in. I'm gonna get back to these comments before I get out of here.
All right,
brother. Thanks for chiming in, brother.
All right, take care.
All right, go Angels.
Go Angels.
All right, there you go right there. I was reading Jim's comment here. It says, can we just swap Adele in Texas and get Cole Calhoun back? Joe does not have it. So he's not a Joe Adele fan. Rendon hits a high, deep one to left, hugging the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. Home run. Angels lead 3-1. That's Mateo's call right there for the game for the home run. James Dean says, I thought Adele would be better in right, but I was still holding my breath every time the ball was hit to him, and he made a huge error. So there you go. Stay positive one game at a time. Ray Mejia says, Adele and hello to another error. Oh, geez. That's why Fletcher left last night. Yeah, he had the tightness, one game at a time. James says at Brujo says hello. Hi, everyone. Courtney says, and then she wants to call everybody trash as well. Everyone's saying hi. DFA Adele already. And Light That Halo Up 197 says right here. And then Grillmaster, hey, Courtney, which player on our team would you DFA? Must say a player. Fernando says runner on second and extra innings should start in the 12th inning. I totally agree, Fernando. I totally agree. Ajax agrees as well. The extra inning rule is stupid. Jaime says, didn't watch the game because my son had a game. I think he can pitch better than Myers. Did they win, though, Jaime? Because I know they were on a hot streak last time you brought it up. Or they were undefeated, actually. Courtney says, DFA Adele. Yeah, you should have known that was coming. That's what she said. Or that's what he said. Ajax said yes, and then he agrees. Fletcher better start hitting because he got some serious competition behind him. Just saying, said the kid from YouTube. And we pay Wade to get on first, not to get thrown out at second. Like the aggressive running, just be smart about it. Good point, Courtney. Learn how to hold on to a base because he's had sliding and base issues so far this season. I get to see Thor Saturday, Ajax says, in Texas apparently. All right, there you go. Enjoy that. Or is that Houston? I think they're in, what is it? Yeah, it'll be in Texas actually. Got to win these divisional games, James says. Favorite player, by the way. Myers, again, not pitching well. FantasyPros.com tells you the rotation ahead of us time. Can I get 2 orders of Texas toast? Nick says, Chris, talking about Rally Chris. And then it's Thor for me. Love him a lot. And since he was met in 2010, he is a really good player. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from him, not only in the dugout, but on the mound, obviously. Sid the Kid also says, I believe that the cowboy hat is because Rendon is from Texas. I don't believe it's for Autry. Well, Sid, I'm thinking it is because, look, he would have worn it before. If he's the one that brought it out there, that's fine. But it is the 20th year anniversary of the World Series, and they did wear it a lot during that season, especially the postseason run. And that does look awfully like a Gene Autry's hat. So I'm hoping, with fingers crossed, that it is one of those shopping cart celebration, the chain celebration in San Diego, something to give this team unity and give them charisma and some sort of identity. Because you saw Gooby right away. He was pumped up, and Gooby was like, oh, man, I love this. I love the fact, the cowboy hat, hell yeah. That's something that even pumps up the commentators. I love that, and they should really stick with that. James, replay Rendon's home run, please. Oh, yeah. James!
I got to go to the replay again.
Torrid says, and by the way, I'm going to jump in on that real quick. Torrid says, I'm a bit Tired of the Dell criticism. Does anyone know how he did defensively in AAA? This could be jitters. He got better, but he wasn't exactly solid in AAA as I remember last year or the year before. So we'll definitely have to see about that moving forward. What's wrong with Myers? Myers is just losing his shit out there. Let's see. Grillmaster says Wade sliding issues. Is Papa Fox happy? Yeah, he was actually happy because he was like, oh boy, I don't know if they're gonna score this run. I think they're gonna mess this up. And then he thought Wade was out too. He went to go get something to eat from the kitchen, and then I'm like, hey Dad, he's safe. And he's like, what? He's like, I have one eye only, and I knew he was out. You know, what are the umpires looking at? You know, because my dad's blind in one eye. So he was making a sarcastic remark, which I thought was very appropriate. So keep your eye on Rojas. He's on the diamond. He's one of the diamonds in the rough. Jim says, do you like Matty V versus Patrick O'Neal as play-by-play? If Matty V would actually be in the goddamn booth, he'd be miles ahead of everybody. But the fact he's calling it from a studio, and when someone hits a long fly ball, he's like, oh my goodness, Ohtani! Oh, foul. Yeah, it cheapens everything. I think right now Patrick O'Neal's ahead of him only because he's live. No, it's because Rendon is from Texas. Sorry to burst your bubbles. Oh, see, that blows. I really wanted to believe in something, and that was something I wanted to believe in. I thought they were honoring Gene Autry. I thought that this was going to be a new home run thing. God damn it, James. Come on, James! Braves won from their 50-year thing, and it's been 20 years since the Angels. Coincidence? I think not. So Ajax is hoping that we're mirroring what happened 20 years ago. Rendon has never worn a cowboy hat that I know of at the game. I think it could be a home run celebration. See, Sonia's saying it. I believe in you, Sonia. Let's see. Right now, Jim says jitters. Then SLC will help. Salt Lake City. Ground ball to third. Rendon throws it to Walsh. The Angels win the pennant for the first time in 20 years. He's already calling it right there. Sonia says, or it could have been some inside joke between the guys and Rendon. I'm hoping not. Troll says, I don't think Wade has sliding issues, just the fact that it tends to happen to certain players. Yeah, that's true, Troll. It just seems it's happened to him already 2 or 3 times. How were Marsh and Adele at bats today? I thought Marsh looked lost up there. He could not hit a slider, but then again, he was facing a tough lefty in the beginning. He had the hat trick with strikeouts. Several guys had the hat tricks with strikeouts. Adele did the best he could compared to other hitters. So it wasn't a good day to be at the plate for the Angels. Let's just say that. Matty B was in the booth this past weekend. Then what was his excuse, Mateo? Oh, my God. Wow. Ajax agrees with Sonia. Let's see. What's your take on Fletcher's struggles? I think his talent just goes away like that. I don't think his talent goes away. I'm hoping he's just in a huge funk. But what this goes back to is no in-game adjustments, no off-season adjustments. Nobody like Serrano still sitting on his fat ass eating nachos. Jeremy Reed's chasing Pokemon. They should be up there helping these hitters to make these adjustments because he does look really, really lost at the plate, and it's kind of depressing to see night in and night out. Let me get to this guy real quick.
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from the Sports Lodge on Angels Radio.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now.
It's the Todd Lodge Show, and I'm going to check in real quick. Let me check into the Halo hotline.
Hey, it's Roger Lodge from the stadium today as the Angels take. Now, I know I had Lodge's lock for a 55-0 12-inning game for the Angels. I know I called for 17 home runs to be hit for your Angels, but you know what? It just sometimes doesn't come to fruition. So what I'm thinking is John Stamos was not in attendance today, and we didn't have that full house vibe to get us through a real blowout win. We were lucky that I was in the parking lot giving away tickets to section 599, which is the roof section of Anaheim Stadium. Because if I wasn't giving away tickets from 714 tickets, then you would not know the fact that I used to ride my bike down Catella to the Big A and talk Halo baseball with you as I rooted on my Dodgers and my Yankees, as I rooted for the 2 favorite teams that I had while I watched the Angels. So with that being said, our next series We have a game tomorrow on the road on the airplane. I think we'll win that airplane ride to Texas, and then we're going to parlay that into a sweep. Even though we play 4 games against Texas, we're going to win 7 of them. We're going to play 3 doubleheaders in that Texas stadium before the final game on Sunday. So there you go right there. That's Roger Lodge. I'm going to call the hotline to heaven and talk to my producer, James, so we can get these phone calls situated a lot better. Back to you, Todd.
So there you go. That's Roger Lodge. Thank you, Roger, for ruining my throat. You know, that just did not sound right. Can I take that one back, please? I just really made that sound really scary. So the GM says, concur with Matty V. So hard to replace Victor. Victor was a calming voice, that's for sure. That's what we had to go through the cold shoulder from the GM. Vic deserved, or he got the GM spot. He said Vic deserved it. Wade would be better sliding into DMs than bases. Well, do you want him to slide into yours? I say we have Wade, Duffy, Trout, Walsh, and Ohtani. I like that, Ajax. Duffy is killing it. Tony likes Duffy. Let's see. Did you see how Ohtani was doing CPR to his at-bats last night? Yeah, you know what? He really needs to continue to do that because he's still, that bat is dead as a doornail right now. HX says, yes, I saw. Rally Chris says, Max from Rocks in the outfield was there, was ring cowboy hat, and the Angels dugout looks like he started it. Well, okay. Hopefully that is the player. Who was the Nacho player of the night? I gave it to Ohtani because he had the hat trick, but I could have given it to so many Angels out there that had the the hat trick tonight. Sonia says, yes, it was pretty funny. Fucking savage, Todd. Thank you, Lewis. Ohtani needs to step it up with all the his with all the BS after and between pitches and just get a good at bat. Jacob will now, here's his chance on the road, no pressure in Texas. Let's hit some home runs into that easy right field perch in Texas. Nacho player was Ohtani right there. Tyler Wade, that dude is a hustler. Yes, Dugout Talk. And by the way, what is up, Dugout Talk, for sure. We got to get you on here soon. We've been trying to do that the last 2 seasons. But Dugout Talk, check out his page for sure. Roger has more logic. 7 more for tickets. Good game tonight. Rick G says the Angels are off tomorrow, so no live or what? Yeah, no live tomorrow. It's a day off for everybody. Again, we'll have some contests coming up real quick here soon with the trucker hats and maybe different kind of hats and giveaways here coming up really soon. I'll have some news on that over the weekend for the Texas series. And then writing in the next week or two, we should give us the update or give you guys the update about the jerseys coming as well, the promotional giveaways for those. And then also, if you could please like and subscribe to our YouTube page, Halos in the Infield, or like and subscribe to anywhere you listen to podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. We do look at the reviews. If you guys give us a funny one or a nice one, we will throw you some merch, and just leave your handle, whatever, if it's Twitter, if it's Facebook, if it's Instagram or whatever, Twitch, whatever, YouTube. So you hope I meet Iggy again. Ajax says Ohtani swing still a little fucked. Yes, it is. Why does Raciel point to the sky after every save? I imagine that's to someone that he's lost, because usually players do that to either thank God or it's to someone that they have lost. Because I'll tell you one thing, when you lose somebody and someone that's meant something to you and it's helped you get to your career or whatever, a lot of these sports players will just pump their chest and point up to God, like, hey mom, hey dad, or hey grandpa, or their favorite coach that passed away, or even a child, whatever like that. That stuff means something to you when you have all those people screaming at you and you do something big and bad on a big stage, and then you come through. You kind of feel maybe because I did it, and I was playing travel ball. I hit a walk-off, and I felt like even though I don't really I don't know, it's weird to explain, but I'm just gonna say I kind of like felt my mom a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man. Even if it's on a small scale like that, dude, you kind of are like, okay, I would have wanted her to see it, and maybe she did see me. One of those type things. Let's see. Matt disagrees. He says because he can. Steve Lees checks in. Adele and Rendon suck. What a loyal fan there. Ajax says also here we have Wade and Duffy need to be 1 and 2. They can both get on base, bunting, and they both are hella fast. and you have to bring it to get them. You can bring them in, yeah, because they could easily make first or second, and they could easily have like a second and third situation before you even hit the longer or your big parts of your lineup. Clippers losing to Memphis. There's your basketball update. Iglesias wants to show his artwork. Jeez. Jim has a better thing with that or idea. Sees Brasil, a top 10 closer in the league. He's top 5, Mateo. He's top 5. Give me numbers better of another closer or 5 better closers than him. He's top 5 easy. You might even be able to squeeze him into top 3. But I wouldn't say he's number 1. But he's damn close. He's a dominant pitcher. I thought that was probably one of the smartest off-season signings that the Angels could have did. You did not want to give up on a pitcher like him and let him hit free agency. All right, so with that being said, again, you guys can call in next show. We'll have a lot more phone calls. I didn't pump it up in the second half of the show, so I hope you guys and gals all enjoyed it out there. Hey, we get a sweep. First sweep of the season. And, 2 games set. Now let's move on to the Texas two-step and take care of business in Texas. And we'll see what happens in Houston. Let's rematch those cheaters and hopefully take them like Rally Chris and a few others said. Let's beat them at their home and spoil their homecoming for once. So with that being said, everyone have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much, Christopher Rojas, for the words. And go Angels.